Hey Searcy High, I'm Becca Collins.
And I'm Gabe Valdez. This week on Pride TV, we have stories on web filtering with Trey Heaton, boys basketball with Vienska Angeles, Thanksgiving trivia with Jordan Benight, and some epic fails on Bro Moment. Let's get started.
Using the internet for school has become very popular over the last few decades. While it has been greatly beneficial, it also needs its limitations.
Agreed. Let's send things over to Trey where he talks more about web filtering at our school.
Are web filters in our school still an issue? What websites, blogs, and social networks are blocked in your school? How has this affected teaching and learning for you? These are some of the many questions students have asked. When asked, students expressed deep frustration with the school's filters. They complained how absurd, ridiculous, stupid, and suffocating they thought their school filters were. Students pointed to a host of popular sites that were blocked, such as YouTube, Wattpad, Tetris, Instagram, and many more like streaming music sites. And they resented how filters prevented them from their ability to do online research on a range of subjects. Now onto the story.
Personally, I don't care about the web restrictions because I wouldn't get on a website where the web restrictions are, except for when we're doing research or any of that kind of stuff. I like the web restrictions because some kids need them, because some kids wouldn't be doing very school-related things if there weren't web restrictions.
The internet is a great place where we can find tons of information, but what happens when we can't access all the information we need to do our work? Ms. Jones, a teacher at Searcy High School, feels that website blockers are necessary but should be less.
They usually cause a lot of problems during research time because we use controversial topics for our research. Many times students can't access the materials that they need when we do those projects. The same holds true for me as a teacher when I try to find materials and resources to use for my classes. Sometimes I'm restricted from the websites too, so I have to go on my phone or at home and kind of manipulate what I need so that I can access it at school.
Website blockers are a good way to help students stay on task and away from games, but also block some websites that are needed for research and projects.
I would just ask that maybe we could work through unrestricting a few of the websites that have to do with education more than restricting social media. That'd be fine with me. I don't care about that. But the study websites and all that stuff. Some of the good things are that it keeps students focused so they can't get on any social media or any streaming websites where they can focus on learning while they're at school.
Some have suggested that schools do away with filtration software altogether, but instead teach students to be responsible digital citizens that understand the difference between safe and unsafe content. Others have suggested that teachers be given access to bypass codes that allow them to access certain content for a purpose of a lesson or demonstration. Back to the news desk.
Thanks, Trey. That was very informative.
Yeah, maybe we'll see some upcoming changes in the filters. Now we have a story with Vienska for boys basketball team and how they prepare for the beginning of their season.
Sounds good. Let's take a look.
With a positive attitude and putting their part on the court, the boys basketball team has their way of showing team effort and having a little fun going into the season. Now let's see an insight on how they're preparing for their new season.
Little things that are picked up along the way can be a way to bring them together and having that trust in and out of the court.
Two-way street. I pride myself on being able to forge relationships. And, it's just one of those things that it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. Just getting to know the players, just talking to them one-on-one and collectively as a group. Players constantly moving, the athleticism, the grace on the court. I think basketball players are the best athletes in the world, looking at the NBA and what those guys are able to do, and just appreciate the beauty of the game, 5 guys working together as one. Rawr. Let's go!
All this work and effort put into this team can be gone in a blink of an eye. The team has their own way of enjoying the game before it's over.
The main thing I teach my players is to compete. The non-negotiable for me every year is effort. We're going to make mistakes on the floor. We're going to have times of adversity. We're going to have good times. I try to teach them to stay on that even keel, not get too high, not get too low.
Everyone has their own way to become better. With a positive attitude on the court and understanding to be successful is to put their part.
Ultimately, our goal this year is to try to compete for a spot in the postseason, something Searcy hasn't been able to do in a while. I think we have the talent to do it. It's just a matter of getting the believing in ourselves, getting that maximum effort every night, and that commitment to defense. In high school, of course, everyone's dream is to one day, as a kid, you want to make it to the pros.
Overall, these skills and methods to become a better team and individual on the court, these boys have their mindset to win. So be sure to wish the boys luck in the new season. Now back to the anchors.
Wow, can't wait to see the guys on the court.
Yeah, I hope this season is not a bro moment. Speaking of,
You two dipsticks ain't gonna last 10 seconds over the county line.
Oh yeah? We'll see about that. Yes.
Out of the car, fellas.
How many seconds was that?
12.
What can I say except bruh?
a lot of things I hope.
Well, let's take a look at lunch.
Tomorrow for lunch, we'll be having Marco's pepperoni pizza, green salad, salad dressing variety, seasoned whole kernel corn, milk variety, raisins, and red delicious apples.
Sounds like another great lunch from our gorgeous lunch ladies. Make sure to thank them.
As you know, Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Jordan Benight went and found out how much our students really know about this holiday.
Feel free to play along with these trivia questions and see how much you know.
Thanksgiving comes around every year, but how much do our students know about this holiday? We asked some of the students around campus a series of multiple choice trivia questions about Thanksgiving. Let's see how much they know.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I'd say a month.
Man, I'm gonna have to say 2 weeks.
Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham.
I'm gonna have to go with Ronald Reagan.
Wampanoag.
Blackfoot.
Blackfoot.
1000% Blackfoot.
Animal feed.
Hats.
Edible feed.
Definitely arrows.
Quail.
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 That one's easy. Quail.
Eighteenth.
16th.
18th.
I'm gonna have to go with the 16th century.
$46 million, of course.
46 million.
38.
Probably a little bit more than 61 million.
Both.
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 No, only the males gobble to attract the females in order for reproduction to take place.
Let's go 50 million.
40 million.
Around 30 million.
I'm gonna have to say 30 million.
Plymouth Colony.
Plymouth Colony.
Plymouth Colony.
Virginia Colony for sure.
The students we questioned didn't seem to know as much as we thought, but we all hope you learned something about this holiday and find something to be thankful for. Back to the anchors.
Hopefully after watching this, you all know a little bit more now.
Well, Cersei, that's all we have for you today.
If you miss an episode, make sure to go to CerseiLionPress.com and click the Watch Us link. If you have topics for us to cover, hashtag PrideTV on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or you can go to our YouTube page at Cersei High Lion TV.
Stay tuned for the next episode of Pride TV. I'm Becca Collins.
And I'm Gabe Valdez. Have a great day, Cersei High.